Hello, this is Kimberly. I'm down here in our O2O. I'm actually in the Ocala of the O2O, so our southern foothold. Now, Ocala National Forest is one of the largest populations, or has one of the largest populations, of red-cockaded woodpeckers. They are a listed species, meaning you won't find very many of them. They used to span from Florida all the way up the East Coast to Virginia, North Carolina, and all the way over to Texas. Right now, most of our populations exist on our public lands. Ocala National Forest has one of the largest in our state of Florida, and I am down here in one of our active clusters, and I wanted to show you what an Rcw tree looks like. So Rcw, abbreviation for Red-cockaded Woodpecker. Red-cockaded woodpeckers are unique for many reasons. One of them is that they are the only woodpecker in North America to make their cavity, or their home where they sleep, in a live pine tree. Many other woodpeckers, or all other woodpeckers, make their homes in dead pine trees. They're easier to make a home in, they're not as dense. These woodpeckers make their home in a live pine tree. Now, why would they do that? It takes so much more energy. It takes a lot longer. Well, there's a couple key features. They use that tree to their benefit. So longleaf pine trees and pine trees have sap, and it drips sap when they make a hole through the bark. That's part of the tree's protection, is it produces sap to fill any holes or if there's any bugs or fungus. So red-cockaded woodpeckers will make their home in a live pine tree. Now, if you follow this one up, it's getting kind of gray right in the middle. You see a dark circle. The canopy of the tree is green because it still has green live needles and the tree is healthy. Now, this gray area here is actually the sap that the RCWs make holes in around on the bark, around their cavity, and it drips that gooey sap. That is protection for their cavity, for them at night, and also for their nestlings when they have young in that cavity. So you can see all of that dried sap up there. Can you two find some more trees where we're sitting? Do you see any more trees around this area?
That one, that one. There. There's that one, that one, and that one, and I think there's one. No.
Yes.
So behind this tree, there's another one, and then across from this tree, there's another one, and then in the other direction, across from the tree, there's another one.
That's right. So RCWs are cooperative breeders. They actually live with their young for many years after, and their young support and help to raise the new chicks of the year. So cooperative breeders, they have clusters that they live in. Each RCW, each bird has its own tree. So the female has a tree, the male has a tree, the youngs have a tree as they get older and are fledged. So just a couple little tidbits. There's so more cool things about this bird. Yes?
I found 5. There's one all the way over there. I don't really see the grayness on the tree, but I saw the little white band at the bottom.
Awesome. Yep, so lots of our public lands identify our RCW trees or their RCW trees for management purposes. Longleaf pine habitat is a habitat that requires burning. It needs burning for regeneration and to stay healthy. So our land managers will identify these trees so they can have a heads up and know where they are as they come through and do that management that this habitat needs, which is vital for the plants and also the animals that live in these longleaf pine habitats. They need that fire, they crave that fire, and it keeps this area healthy. So RCWs, cool fact, only woodpecker in North America to make their cavity in a live pine tree. They live in longleaf pine trees, mostly that's what they prefer, and old longleaf pine trees. So Ocala National Forest, one of the largest populations. Come and visit, drive around, find some of those cool areas to explore. Look for those gray middles and you can say, hey, I know who lives there now.